Hello all, welcome to the Code 9 Destination. So CSR session day 2. Okay. So hope you have understood about the previous class topic. Okay, and we have also clarified all the doubt we have received. And hopefully we having the day 2 here that it is purely dealing with the Surds. So maybe you don't know about the word called Surds. Okay, you see in the screen the word called Surds. Okay, so maybe you don't know about what is called Surds, maybe, but you have solved the question. But you must have to know the topics and as well as something behind as well as before it. So we have to go through on the syllabus explanation. As like we mentioned in the last class, is purely dealing with the grounding knowledge of the calculation. And today we just want to go through with the syllabus exactly what we're going to plan it up. You see this one? So these are the topic we having here inside the quants. Probably the thing like we can able to call it as the time and work. I'm just taking this section topic here. Okay, we having the 45 topic guys. So here, if you, it is not mandatory, you need to solve all the 45 topic. If you are focusing some particular topic guys that will comes universally in all the exams, not only the competitive exam you're facing, not only that particular company, this company, no, all the company you can able to specifically work it out. But we are not going to review in any of the topic, we're just going to give all the topic and explore. But probably guys, but the point is that you need to learn all the topic basics, and more than we need to focus on some specific topic that will come for sure in all the exams, so that we're going to deal it up here. So majorly the time and work, so this is one of the very important topic. And TSD we will call it as time speed distance. Okay, and averages. Okay, and ratio and proportions. And next we can able to call it as a linear algebra, probability, percentages, numbers, and mensurations, and trigonometry, and DI, that is data interpretation, profit and loss, simple equations, geometry, allocation and mixtures, LCM, HCF, simple interest, compound interest, height and distance, and search and indices, and problems on trains, divisibility, fractions. You see this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, and 10, 13, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 22 out of 45 topics, guys. So if you focus on this 22 topics in a very strong manner, you can have the ability to crack any of the aptitude exams. But what about the remaining topics, sir? It will come. We can't able to make sure that. So how many questions will come, and how far it will come, how frequency it will come. We don't know that. But probably, guys, this 22 topics which we have marking here, so that is one of the very important topic. Without these 22 topic, you will never have any question in your end. Okay, please make sure that you copy down all the 22 topics, because we're going to give the priority to the 22 topics, and then we will going to handle the remaining topic as well as. Okay, so please make sure you're putting on your effort and taking this particular topic which we have highlighted here. I'm just going to the next one. So that is called reasoning. Reasoning, when it comes to the portion, everyone know the reasoning. When come to the aptitude, you know that you have to know the methods and type of the questions and learning the formula. Those things will apply. Coming to the reasoning, it's purely deal with the logical thinking. How you are quickly solving. Here, most probably everyone can able to solve it, but the thing is that you need to solve inside the time. If I giving the 20 minutes, within the 20 minutes, you need to solve through the 30 questions. So that is the very sincere and effective things you need to be make it out here. So reasoning comes to the reasoning. What our think is going to play a vital role is that all the topic in the reasoning, you're going to learn one shortcut. If you are applying the shortcut, learning the shortcut, it will be very easy to approach all the questions from the reasoning. Every time you making the shortcut, that is a very important thing, because reasoning without shortcut, you can't able to make inside the time. So make sure that you learn the reasoning in a very clear way and the crisp way, so that you need to know the way in the subjectively. If you're being the open-ended here, then you can't able to clear this particular round. Make sure that you are making this particular topic in a very clear way, and it is a very close subjective way of mind. If you have it, then you can able to clear it very easily. Because we having a lot of types here. You see this one, 40 topics here. But we're not going to deal with the 40 topics. We're having some peculiar topic that will have the bulk number of questions. Coming to the aptitude, we can't able to decide how many questions will have bulk number of questions. What's meant by the bulk number of questions? Sense in that, so some same topic will have the repetitive questions, like a directive questions. One questions will have, so one questions will have something like four sub questions. As like I mentioned here, that reasoning is a wise important topic here. We having the 40 topics here. Only the peculiar topic, if you are focusing on, you can able to fetch the maximum number of marks in the reasoning. Okay, but coming to the priority of the corporate exam, we will give the very important section for aptitude. The second important will go for the verbal, and the third important only we will come for the reasoning, most probably. But coming to all the exams, so we having a lot of standard patterns. So hope you know the thing called TCS NQT. So that pattern will one of the very major pattern in all the companies is used to following the same thing. Okay, so with respect to that, you need to focus on the same pattern which respect to that. Okay, so probably we having the 40 topics. I'm just going to select a few topics here. Those topics will fetch you the maximum number of marks. Coming to the data arrangement, that's the first important thing here. Okay, so next thing we can have the number series. You can expect the maximum number of marks from the letter and the alphanumeric series as well as. And linear arrangement and the linear ranking and the syllogism and statement conclusion, syllogism again, critical reasoning, coding and decoding, and odd man out, direction sense, image problems, blood relationship, seating arrangement, and embedded image, figure matrix, group of images, mirror water images, and missing number letter puzzle, paper cutting, and so Venn diagrams. Okay, analogies. You see this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22. So out of 40 topics, we are shortlisting here 22 topics. Same like a previous count. Okay. So these 22 topics, if you are focusing here, then you can able to approach. Definitely you will attempt 95% of the question. So remaining 5% it comes from this topic only, but we don't know how much mark it will come, how many number of questions we will expect. So that we can't able to predict here. So the probably we can able to expect. So the 95% of the question is belongs to the 22 topics only. Okay. If possible, so please kindly write it down on your respective notebook, guys. Going to the verbal, guys, I can't able to skip at least a one single topic here because all the 24 topic here that will definitely play the vital thing. Okay, so 24 out of 24 you need to focus on here. There is no chance. Okay, so you see this from the starting from the paragraph information from all the topic of the 24 you will having the thing. Okay, so more additionally, we having the essay writing as well as many companies, they are introduced the thing called essay writings. In going forward with the verbal class, we will definitely going to deal with the essay writing as well as. Okay, so please don't worry about it. So please take it out all the topic in the verbal because we can't able to skip anything here. Okay, so please kindly take it out this particular topic from the 24 topic as well as you have to take it out. Okay, so let's move to the today's topics that we just want to deal with the thing called what? That is Surds. Surds is the different thing. Okay, many people they don't know what is called the Surds because they have solved the problem, but they don't know how to solve, but they don't know how to deal with this one. Okay, so that we're going to deal inside the class. Okay, so Surds is related to the number system only. Okay, coming to this one, I think you can able to see the screen here. Okay, I need a quick answer of this one. Okay, so can anyone say what is the answer of this root 36 here? That is value of 6. Okay, and same like 144 is the value of 12. Okay, and cube of 8 is equal to that is 2. Okay, and so cube root, I mean 4 times root of 16 is equal to what? Again it is 2. Okay, and going to the root value of 2 is equal to that is 1.414. It is keep on continuous here. And the sixth one that we can able to call it as what? That is value of 2.76. You see this one, guys. This is all. This is the place I just want to explain here. Okay. So this particular thing, we can able to call it as integer. Okay. Integer means we can able to call it as number. Okay. So going to this one, guys. So this particular number, we can able to call it as the irrational number. Okay. So irrational number means what? So the number, if I'm saying the root 2 value is equal to what? That is 1.414 means it will keep on continuing here. It is not going to stop. 414 again, 414 again. So it will keep on going in the way. That particular thing we can able to call it as the irrational or Surds. Okay. So hope you understand what is meant by the Surds. Irrational number is also called it as Surds here. Okay. And coming to this one, 276. But this 276 will end here. Okay. So that's particularly this number will not call it as here in this place. Okay. So coming to the search gears, guys, you must have to know the types of numbers because types of numbers is very important here. They will not ask you directly what is the type of this number in the question. But guys, when coming to the simplification, they will involve some terms to explore, to explain this particular question. Okay, to define the particular questions, they will definitely ask you the types of number in the inside the pattern here. Okay, so the n is equal to natural numbers that it is start from the 1, 2, 3, 4 to the infinite. And whole number means we can able to call it as the number which is starting from the 0, 1, 2, 3. That we can able to call it as the surds here. And going to the next one, that we can able to call it as an integer that it is start from the -1, -2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Even the minus also comes inside the place. Okay. And the second one is called rational number. So the rational number means you can able to see this one, that is the set of fraction. The rational means we just want to give in an equal way, that we can able to call it as the rational here. Okay, that 5 by 1 and 7 by 1, it will always comes in the ratio probability only. Okay, so that is called the rational thing. It is in the fractional thing. Okay, so comparatively, you must have to know the hero here, that the person called real number. Okay, so this all the number will comes under the real number only. Okay, you can see the definitions here. This is all the possible number. If we plotted the values on the number line, then each of the previous sets would leave the gaps, but the set of the real number will give you the solid line. All the number, above all the number types, real number is the greater one. Okay, so going to this one, guys. So n fits w. N fits means n stands for the natural number, w stands for the whole number here, and w fits inside. W means that's the whole number, and z stands for the integers here. And z fits q. It's indicate that rational numbers. That integer will fit inside the rational number. Okay, and q fits inside the r. Okay, that's the thing, like the rational number will fit inside the real number. That's what the thing it is given here. I think this particular diagram will explain you the clearly about the real number. Okay, so among all the different type of the number, that the real number is the greatest number here. That is natural number is less than the whole number. The whole number is less than the integer here. The integer is less than the what? Rational number, and the rational number is less than the real number. Okay, this is how the value of the subset we can able to define here in this particular place here. Okay, so the members of R which can't able to come inside of the Q, that we can able to call it as a Surds. Okay, you see this one, we having a good examples here, that is pi. So that if you're taking the pi, we can call it as the value called 3.14. But the value is not going to stop it here. It will go for 5276 exactly. If you want to, it will keep on infinite here. If you are defining the value of the pi, it will keep on going like an infinite thing. So that particular unstoppable decimal number, we can able to call it as a irrational numbers. Okay, and going to the value, guys, you see this one, that is root 36 is equal to 6, root 44 is equal to that 12. And they having the good definition for the sets here. The above roots having the exact value, that we can able to call it as a rational number. So you see this one, root 36, we can able to call it as a 6 directly. So after that, there is no number is going to keep on continuing here, only 6, that's it. And same like 144, we can able to directly call it as a 12. There is no more number is coming over there again. And coming to the root 2, we can able to directly call it as 1.414. And after that, we don't have any number on them. But sorry, So it will keep on continuing here. That is 414 and something 414. It's keep on going on the way. You see this one, we don't have the exact value. But sir, you're saying that whatever the decimal value it's generating the thing called, we can call it as surds? No. So for example, I'm saying that we having the value call what that the thing like so 2 by 5. Okay. So the 2 by 5 means we can able to call it as 0.1 by 5 means 0.2. And 2 by 5 means we can able to call it as 0.4. That's it. But I can't able to call this number as thirds because it is not keep on repeating. Okay. So if example, I'm saying the value call 1 by 3. Okay, like 2 by 3, I'm calling it up. 1 by 3 value is 0.33. 2 by 3 value, we can able to call it as the 0.666666. You see this one? The value will keep on continuing in the place that we can able to call it as the surds. All the decimal number, we can't able to call it as a surds here in the place. You need to call the number which is coming after the continuation from the decimal, that we can able to call it as the surds. So please kindly understand what is the exact definition of the surds here. I hope this irrational number is also called it as a surds here in the place. Okay. So going to the next one, if you're having the root here, how you will get the value? Okay, this is simple. So if you're having this one, so adding and the subtraction with the surds, with the root, the same way we can able to call it as an x variable here. Okay, so the answer, it will give you that 6 plus 4, that is 10. If you're having the same base value of the same root, because you can't able to add this one in the different root here. Okay, so going to the next question, guys, it will also give you that 16 minus 7, we can call it as the 9 root of 23. Easy, right? And going to the next one, that is 10 root 3 plus 7 root 3 minus 4 root 3, we will call it as what? What? 13 root 3. So 10 plus 7, that is 17. 17 minus 4, that is 13. Okay, all the place you see in this one, that is a root 3 is coming in the same way equally here. Then you don't want to worry about the different variable here. Okay, and if you say that that is 2 root 2 plus root 3, it will never become the value called the thing called what? Root 5. Okay, because this is the place everyone will make a mistake. Simply write down the value called root 5. Okay, if you're having the two root in the same way, so then only you can able to equalize with the value. If you are don't having the equal root value, then you can't able to use the operators here. Okay, so going on this one, this is the one of the rule in the indices. Okay, root A and root B, product of root B, you can able to multiply that. For example, as like said, that is root 3, so plus root 2. It can't able to write it as root 5. This is wrong. But guys, if the root 3 times of root 2 is there, you can able to write it as root 6. You can able to multiply, but you can't able to make the additions here. That's what the think of explanation they have given in this one. And going to the next one, it will also give you the value like this. Okay. So list the first 10 square numbers. Okay. I'm just writing the 10 square numbers. First 10 square number. I'm writing here. So these are the numbers. This is for 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, 10 square. Okay, so I request everyone, so please kindly take it down the squares of number, because it's not mean that you have to, you defaultly know this number, but going forward some questions will have more than the number as well as. Okay, so that we also deal with some. Okay, simplifying the square root here. How we can able to simplify the square root? Okay, so the square root you can able to break down as a number, different number. For example, I having the number like this, 12. How I can able to break down this number? That is, you can able to, you having the different way. What are the way you can able to break it up? That is, so 4 root 3. Not only the 4 root 3, so the 12 also can be break down like root 6 times of root 2 also we can able to break down. Okay, so this root 6 we can able to make it like, that is root 6 can be break down like, that is root 2 times of root 3 and root 2 we having. Okay, you see this one, root 4 means what? That's the square root of 2 square. Okay, then I can able to write it as, so that is 2 root 3 simply, because, and here also you see this one, the root 2 times of root 2 will give you the value called 2 root 3, because if you are multiplying the number, like, that is 2 root 2 into 2 root 2. It the same number means it will take you the root. So what is the root actually? Because if you're saying the 2 square means we having the exponential as 2. What about the root 2? If you are saying the root 2, we can able to call the 2 will have that 1 by 2 as a power exponential. In this kind of the thing, guys, if you say this 1 by 2 as an exponential means, you see this one, this is how the thing it will come here in this place. Okay, so it will, if you're adding this one, it will give you the 2 by 2, and that is, it will become a 2 power 1. Okay, so that's how the root is getting released from the root and outside of the become the real numbers. Okay. You need to understand this one, guys. It's a little bit confusing here, but you need to be very focused on here. I'll request you need to try the sum and how you can able to simplify as simple number. Breaking down the integer, how you can get it. So the first number called 45 here. I'm taking the number called root 9 and root 5. So root 9 is what? We can able to call it as 3 square. Okay. And that's we can able to call it as 3 root 5. And going for the next question, that is root 32. How we can able to break down? We can break down like 8 times of 4 and 4 times of 8. And in the different number, we can able to break down here. That is 16 times of 2, we can able to make it here. That is 16, we can able to call it as 4 square. Okay, we can able to call it as a 4 times of 2. And going forward, that is 72 here in the place. 72, we can able to write it as 8 times of 14. Okay, 18 times of 4, we can able to call it as 9 times of 8. Any of the breakdown, it doesn't mean that, sir, we have to break down like the way. No, you can able to break down the value in your own option, but it will give the same answer here. Anyway, you can able to break down correctly. Okay, so 4 times of 18. So the 18 can be break down like 9 times of 2. Okay, so now you multiplying this one, guys, it will give you the value called, so 3 will become the 3. Okay, 9 will become, square root of 9 will become 3 here. That is 2 times of 3 is equal to 6. 6 root 2 here we can able to call this one. Okay, so this is how you will manipulate the answers from breaking down the value. You must have to know this particular breaking the square root of this one. Okay, and quickly, guys, okay, I'll give you something like a few minutes. Can you try this one? Yeah. Okay. So, and for 27, you will get the answer called 3 root 3, and 48, you will get the answer called 4 root 3 here. 75, we will get the answer called 5 root 3, and 4500, we can able to get the answer called 30 root 5. And 3200, we can able to get the answer called 40 root 2 here. Okay. And this is the second rule, but it is indicate the first rule here. Already I've learned one of the rule from the product of the Surds, but you're going to deal with them. So division, if you're having the different number, so like this, 4 root 9, you can able to break down like this. Okay, 4 by root 9, you can able to break down like an individual number, and you can able to manipulate. Only the addition, subtraction, it is not possible with the think of the same different number. Unless you're having the product with the terms of division or the multiplication, you can able to do with the surds, with the square root. Okay, so the surds is majorly deal with the power and square root only. Okay, you see this one 25 by 100 here. I just breaking it out. So 25, which become a 25 means 5 square, and 100 means we can able to call it as a 10 square here. And 5 by 10, I can able to 5 times of 2, we can able to call it as 10. And so I'm calling it as a 1 by 2 here. Okay, and going on this one, 4 by 81. What's the 4 by 81? I can able to say like this, 4 by 81. So this will give you the value called 2 by 9. And next one, can you try this? Get me the answer, please. Okay. So the answer for this one, you can able to break down like this. That is 2 root 2 times of 4 root 4 and root 2 times of root 9. I can able to make like this. So that will give you the value called 2 by 3 here. And so 10 times of 500 here. I can able to call down like, so 10 root 10 by root 10 cross 50. I can able to call this one, and 1 by 50. You see this one? Root 10 get cancelled. Here you will get the value called 1 by root 50 here in the place. And here you go. It's a little bit thick. Okay, can you break down this one? You're having the real number as well as here, and you're having the square root as well as here. But how you will deal with this one? Okay, so you see this one, guys. We can able to directly cancel, but I'm just making this one in the indirect way. Okay, so you see this one, I can directly call it as root 5 and making the value called root. So root 3 is cancel in the second step only. But I can able to cancel the first step even. You can able to try it. Okay, and that will give you that value of 2 root 5 here. Okay, and going to the one 5 root 5 by 2 root 20. Then how you will deal with this one? Okay, so you can't able to deal from here that 5 and 20, root 5 and root so 20 you can able to do it here. If you cancel this one, it will give you like this. That is root 5 get cancelled, and root 4 is there. Root 4 we can able to call it as what? 2 square. Then you can able to write it as 2 here. So the answer will give you the value called 5 by 4. If you are having the same frequency of the speed you are developing here, so please say that you are changed. You are growing with the calculation. Okay, so going to the next one is called exact value. So this is the different. So we have in the topic called exact values. Okay, so this is a different one. So going to the different one, guys. So root 20 means we can able to call it as 2 root 5. Root 18 we can able to call it as how? That is 3 root 2. And next one that is 1. This one we can able to call it as 1 by 4. You see this one? If I'm making the product of the same square root, I'll get the value called 1 by 4. Let's look like the simple one, but you need to learn something here that so this is the second rule. This is the previous thing they have given in the one, but it is a second 0.3. That is a 2.1. You can able to call it as in the one. You see this one? That's a different same commodity of the so value which is given here in the place that you can able to get the value of the real number. That is root 4 times of the root 4. You can able to get the value of 4 here in this one, and root 13 cross root 13. Same like you having the same digits, it will give you. So fraction means what? What is meant by the fraction? The rationalizing. What is called the rationalizing? Can anyone know what is called the rationalizing means? A rationalizing means we can able to call it as so distributing equally. So distributing equally, we can able to call it as in a simple definition. Okay. So going to this one, guys. So the fraction we can, if you want to call in the simply, if I calling you what is called the fraction, you will say numerator by denominator. No. So we can able to call this one as that is a part of a whole. Okay, a part of a whole. So this one we will always the denominator we will always call it as a whole here. Coming to the fraction, we having the different types here. Okay, but we will deal it out. So this is a very major important thing here, dealing with the rational number. Okay, the fraction will contain as well as the rational here. So how you will deal this one? If you want to equalize this one, how we can able to deal this one? You see this one, this all the thing we can able to call it as a fraction, but you can able to deal this one, deal this one, deal this one. But how you can able to solve the fraction based Surds question? I just want to introduce the term called what? Conjugation. I don't know how many of them remember the conjugations here. So this will help you to solve this one. Okay, I having the root 3 times of 5. Okay, that is sorry, 3 by root times of 5 we having here. So this is the thing called conjugation. So this particular step I can use in the term called conjugation. What is called conjugation? Conjugation will create the binomial. Okay, so by that you will get the cancellation. Okay, if you get the cancellation, you will get the solution. So that what's the thing we can able to call it as a conjugation. Conjugation is a very basic terms in the algebra, but as well as in the Surds also you will use here. If you're learning the Surds clearly, then you can able to approach the questions from the basic algebra question as well as you can able to easily approach it. And going to this one, guys, so that is root 3 times of 5 will give you that thing called what? That's a thing called, it will become a, so root 3 times of 5. But this value will become a 5. So this is the final answer you will get here in this one. Same like here in the place, how you will deal this one. Because you can't able to manipulate the value. If you're having the types of number, also you want to learn something number. I think I missed one of the number, I think so. That's a thing called prime number. I think the prime number I was not mentioned here in this one in the previously when I'm explaining the types of the number. I just want to explain you what is called the prime number. The prime number, it can't able to divide by any other number. It will be divided only by the number itself. So we having the number called 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11, and 13, and we can able to call it as 17, and 19, and the thing called next 23. Okay, so these are the numbers we can able to call it as the prime numbers. And you also want to know the thing called composite number. Okay, so composite numbers means what? Composite numbers means what? That I'm taking the number called 8. Okay, the number 8 can be break down by different way. That is 4 times of 2. Okay, so this we can able to call it as the So composite number here we can able to call it as. Okay, so this is how the value you can able to deal here in this place. Okay, so this is called the composite number. The composite number will have more than the two numbers. That if you're breaking down the value, if you're breaking down the number, will definitely give you the value equal or more than the two numbers, that we can able to call it as the thing called a composite number here. Okay, same like, so sometimes the root will have composite number. Sometimes that we don't have the composite number. Sometimes we'll have only the prime number will come. Sometimes we'll have something like a real number, they will give it up anyway. But anyway, they have given this one, you're supposed to solve in the way of conjugation only, because we can't able to solve in this one without using the conjugation. So in the conjugation, I'm taking. So what many people will do is that whatever the denominator we having, we need to keep in that side. No, sir. Only you need to make the value, the conjugation with the root only. Okay. If you make in the real number as well as, then we will not give you the answer. It will just effort of work it will make. So make sure that the conjugation will effectively work inside the, so the term called simplified square root only. Okay. So you see this one, the square root I having here. So this value will give you the thing called, that is 3 root 7, and by 14 we will get, because this value will become a 7 here, because you see this one, the 2 square root is getting here if you multiply that one. And so now you need to rationalize with the denominator. Okay, sir. So going on the next question, guys, we having the thing called, so 10 by 7 root 5 is here. And if I make this one, I can able to call it as that the same way of the conjugation I'm using here. So that is root 5 and root 5. So don't make a mistake that 10 by 7 root 5. So cross 7 root 5 and 7 root 5. You should not do like this. Okay, this is a wrong step. Okay, so make sure you're not following this concern here. And I'm just seeing this one. Okay, if you cancel this one, guys, so you should not cancel this one as well as. You need to get the real number. For getting the real number only, majorly you're getting this one, and cancellation the second purpose. Okay, so if you cancel something, you want to, all the things just want to simplify the value. That's for the major reason they have taken here. That will give you the thing called like this. That is 10 root 5 by 7 5 here. That is root 5 and root 5 get joined here. That will become a real number of this one. Okay. So that probably you can able to cancel this. 5 times of 2 is equal to 10. So then you can able to call that 2 root 5 by 7. You can able to make this one like a previously. Okay. The same like here, guys. So please try one and tell me what is the answer. It will come here in the box. Okay. But still I'll show you the answer, but you have to try whether you're getting the same answer or not. Okay, 7 root 3, you can able to get that by 7 root 3 by 3, and 4 by root 6, you will get the value called, that is 2 root 6 by 3, and 14 root 3, 14 by 3 root by 10, you can able to call it as a value called 7 root 10 by 15 here. And then, so 4 by 9 root 2, we will get the value called, so 2 root 2 by 9, and so 2 root 5 by, so 7 root 3, you will get the value called, so 2 root of 15 by 21, and 6 root 3 by 11 root 2, we will get the value called, that is 3 root 6 by 11. So if you're getting the same answer, appreciation for you guys. And go into the real time of a question. This is what we can able to call it as expression. Okay, so coming to the expression, how we can able to call it. So here only they are using the word called conjugate. Okay, so but probably the conjugate mean we can call it as to create a binomial. Binomial means if you create, you can able to create the plus and minus, that we can able to call it as a binomial. So to create the binomial only, the conjugate is initially give it up here. But probably we having the multiplication as well as. So that place also you need to use the addition and divisions here. Okay, so that look like something a different square. Okay, that is, it look like the a square minus b square. Okay, a square minus b square is equal to what? That is a plus b of a minus b, we can able to call it up. Okay, so like the thing also we can able to do this one here, and multiplying outside of the brackets, it will give you the value called root 5 and minus 2 root 5. It just expanding this one. Okay, if you done this one, we can able to get that value called directly 5 minus 4, that is 1. Okay, so when the brackets are multiplied into the surds, always try to cancel around. That's what the thing we are making the conjugates here in the place. Okay, so more probably, so this is also one of the very major methods you can able to use that. Okay, so you see this one, this is a very good example with respect to the conjugates here. Okay, and go into this one. This is a very important place. I told you initially that you should not use any real number with the product of the square root, so that you need to only calculate the addition and division, I mean multiplication and division by the only the square root value. But this expression, guys, we can't able to divide this one as a -1 and minus root 5. You can't able to divide this one. Okay, so you need to make the conjugate like this pair. Okay, so this one, it will become a 2 by root 5 minus 1 cross. Here we having the -1, right? So then we need to have a +1 here in the place. Okay, so +1 here in the place, that you need to make a +1 +1. Okay, so we having the -1 here, so that we need to make a +1 +1 here. Okay, so now you see this one in the bottom one, it's look like a plus B. It's look like a what? That is a plus b of a minus b we having here. So then you can able to make easily add a square minus b square, like what you can able to make this one. If you make like this, guys, it will give you the value called what? That it will completely become as, that is 5 minus 1. Okay, that is 5 minus 1, it will become a 4. Okay, and then the remaining value, that 4 will have in here. So that is 4 and 2. So the 2 times of 2 is equal, give the value called 4. So the finally this value will become like this. Okay, so this is the answer of this one. If someone is asking you, so this is the answer of this one, you can able to derive by using the conjugate pair here. Okay, and same like here in this one, how we can able to solve this one? We having the minus here in this place, I can able to move like this, that as plus here. So making the division and multiplication by plus root 3 plus root 2. If you can multiply, you just want to do it. So this one will definitely become a square minus b square. That root 3 square will become a what? That is 3. And root 2 square will become what? That is 2. So 3 minus 2 will become the value called what? That is 1. Okay. If you multiply that, it will give you the value called 7 root 3 plus 7 root 2. Okay. And resolving this one, guys, it will give you the value like this and like this one. Okay, so this is my final topic from this one. Okay, so by this we will closing the day 2, guys. So please practice the Surds completely. Okay, so we are done. So thank you for your attention here. So please do practice wherever the thing I have highlighted here. Having any doubts, you can please comment me in the chat box. I'll help you anytime. So thank you again. Have a nice day. Bye.
Hello everyone, hope you all are doing great. So, it's been a privilege for me to know that more than 3,000 plus students have been watching our videos, and thank you so much for showing this, lots and lots of support towards us. We will certainly strive hard to ensure that we make this CSR Aptitude program a great success. We will also promise you to ensure that you are getting the best of the training through this aptitude sessions. It's also a privilege for me to inform that in the last 2 days we have been able to achieve one of the remarkable achievement. That is, we have been able to place 6 candidates with a salary package of 6.5 LPA, to one of our reputed clients. You'll be able to see their images coming behind me. Not just that, there are multiple candidates who are still in the process of the interview. And we are expected to get good number of closes from there as well. Want to be one more person in that list? Please reach out to us and join our full stack web development course using Java and get placement opportunities and also the industry standard level of training from our industry certified trainers. For more details, please do subscribe us on our YouTube channel. Please do follow us on our Instagram, Facebook and also on our LinkedIn. Thank you so much. All the very best people. Let's meet again soon.